International Advocacy Against Child Abuse is a non-profit organization that deals with educating families and communities about the different forms of abuse and how we can overcome trauma related to it. So we have a biannual conference, and this year our conference is going to be held in April, from April the 16th to the 19th. We will be doing the official launch, the official opening on Thursday. At that point in time, we'll have greetings from partner organizations and panel discussions. And the workshop will extend on Friday to develop the ideas from those panel discussions. And on Saturday, we have our youth caravan, which we're going to discuss a little bit more about. And then we have the signature brunch, reading, reflection, and brunch. That one is the only one where there's a cost attached, $300 per ticket, and registration has already begun. So I'm here to promote our IAACA conference.
Right. And tell us a bit about the different individual activities that are taking place. Go in depth a bit. Let's understand it.
Wonderful. So our conference is going to be focusing on delivering experiences, helping persons to have best practices to deal with issues related to all forms of trauma. We know that children are exposed now to violence in the home, in the school, on the streets. Not too long ago, we saw a video where a child's parents were gunned down in the proximity. And we know that these things are happening regularly. So we are inviting a number of stakeholders to have discussions with us. We want to look at 4 priority areas for topics. Migrant experiences. We have had an influx of migrants into the Tobago space, particularly Venezuelans. And we have not yet had the opportunity for persons to share their experiences, tell us about that transition from a space where that they call home to our environment, discuss things like human trafficking, discuss how they have assimilated into our culture, and so on, their experiences having come across to Tobago, how they're living, etc. We want new parents to be able to chat a little bit about the business of parenting and various forms of child abuse and how we can overcome all of the stigma and all of the trauma that may be affiliated with it. We also want to look at the differently abled community. We want them to be able to participate very actively, discuss how they live, how they survive various experiences, how they survive various interactions with persons, their day-to-day routine. So we are focusing primarily on those areas, but persons can bring their own concerns and their own best practices to help.
Right. And tell us who the workshop sessions are targeted towards. Who should be there? Who are you inviting?
Well, we've invited the Children's Authority organizations that manage young persons in group homes, orphans, throughout Trinidad and Tobago, the migrant community, parents, any groups that are managing parents, the National Parent Teachers Association, the local form of that, the PTA, the school system, persons involved in health and health promotion, anyone who can teach people how to overcome different challenges. So a number of persons have been invited, and we are still looking forward to more persons. You have some experiences that you want to share, tell people how to get services, whether it's to get food cards, whether it's to get priority housing and so on. We want to hear from you.
Understood. And so how can persons get registered? I see that there is a barcode that persons can scan. Tell us a bit about that aspect of it.
Right. So we have a presence on all of the social media platforms. We have TikTok, Facebook, etc. So you can go on any of them, International Advocacy Against Child Abuse, and you will see the link and you will see the QR code. So once you just click on them or scan them, you will be able to download the Google form and register. You can contact 474-2200, 384-5711 to be able to talk to any of the members. The tickets for the brunch are going to be on sale from this Friday. That is going to be held at Beverly Oasis Suites.
Excellent. And why is it important for persons to come out and be a part of this particular conference?
It's important for us to take some time to think about and talk about violence in the home, violence in the school, and to find solutions. There's a saying, evil prevails when good people don't do anything. We do have a lot of resources, but because we are so busy in our different groups and in our different particular skills and expertise, we don't get together enough to face the challenges that we are all facing. And some of us feel that very often that you alone are facing a particular challenge. A number of our young people tend to feel, especially during that teenage, preteen and teenage, and even young adult period, that they are they're the first persons to experience the kind of feelings that they're experiencing. And they do need help, and they do not often know where to get that help. So we want to bring all of the experts together. We want to share, we want to discuss, we want to explore experiences, and we want to hear from the young people. We want them to enroll, and we want them to come because they do have solutions to the challenges that we are facing.
Right, and I see that you are inviting those teachers and principals and so on. How do you, or how have you seen that level of trauma affect students' ability to learn in the classroom?
Well, it's very, very significant, the impact of thinking about something that you haven't been able to deal with as an individual, but being in an environment where you're expected to focus on your cognitive development, to focus on reading, writing, learning, and so on. Some children, when they go home, they do not have a safe space to do any kind of studying. Some of them do not have balanced meals. They eat, but they don't have balanced meals. They're not in an environment where they have nutritious meals. And if there is trauma taking place, whether it's between the parents, other adults in the home, or their own siblings, or among their peers, sometimes they do not feel that they have the right skills to cope with whatever they're doing and to express how they feel about various forms of trauma. The last thing they want to think about is maths, geometry, summary writing. That's the last thing they want to think about. So they are not, unless they use academics, because some people are like that, unless they use academics to escape their trauma, they're not going to do very well academically at school. So an intervention, and they're not going to behave well. So it is an answer to the disciplinary problem in the school system to have these young people speak it out.
Understood. Well, we're going to take a quick break right here, and we'll be back with much more conversations after this. See you soon.